corporate contracts for startup companies. So what kind of thing is a corporate contract? Well, in the context of your business, your corporation, it's contracts related to the business and may be with suppliers or with employees or with third parties. And we look at them in terms of startups because we want to make sure that the company is protected. Some examples that you'd see in terms of corporate startup contracts, it would be your corporation documents. So those contracts would be ones that get the company itself going, and then we'd see ones that are between the shareholders of the company. That would be the form of a unanimous shareholder agreement. Those are phenomenal agreements because they really set up what the expectations are between all the different shareholders. And if some are more active or less active, you want to make sure you deal with things, or if someone were to pass away or they wanted to get out of the company, what the mechanism is for someone to be bought out. It deals with all the things that could become problems, or as many as you care to include, that if down the road, it prevents litigation or lawsuits or fights. So it's a good way of setting things up with the right expectation of success down the road. Other kind of contracts that a corporate startup would see would be like an employee contract, one where you hire people and you want to make sure that you protect the company on any of your employees. And similarly, if you have contractors instead of employees, it's going to be that contract with the contractor, the person who's providing you with a good or a service down the road. So to make sure that your company is protected from any problems that could come up from that arrangement. Other things would be if you have stock options, if you want your employees to eventually be able to buy into the company, those can be set up and should be in advance if that's what you want to do. And also things like a non-disclosure agreement. Whether that's with a third party or someone that works with you, a non-disclosure agreement is an agreement that creates a legal consequence if someone discloses important information to the company and the company suffers a loss because of it. Sometimes you can predetermine what that loss will be if it's going to be hard to figure out financially, but a non-disclosure agreement, also called an NDA, are important to have set up to protect your intellectual property and information. Other things are other intellectual property type situations. So whether it's licensing agreements or the ability to use a trademark or to protect a trademark, these are all things your company will do to protect itself. Now, when you work with a corporate lawyer, the corporate lawyer is going to help your corporation to think of the kind of contracts you want to put into place. Not everyone wants to do them all at once, whether because it's just too much work and they're running a company, or because of the costs associated with setting it up. However, you get to choose. When you work with a lawyer, they're going to help you decide, which ones are important to me now, which are the ones I think I can put off for a little bit, and then you are the one who gets to pick the parameters that protect you and your company. Because for most people, when they start up a company, it's like their little baby that they're working hard to grow and protect and nurture, and they want to make sure you start off on the right foot. So having the proper corporate documents and corporate contracts in place right from the beginning is a way that you can protect yourself, your business, and your company.